My name is Janelle. I work with Ni'ihau shell. I've been working with Ni'ihau shell lei and Hawaiian shells for about 15 years. I started out as a neophyte. I had no experience in fine arts or in Hawaiian culture. And one day I went to the beach. When I picked my first canister of these shells right here, there was nothing I wanted to do more with the rest of my life than continue with this cultural art form and learn about it and perpetuate it. My first year picking shells, this person promised to teach me how to string the shells. And I said, okay, I've picked 2 canisters of shells, which took me about 8.5 hours. And I said, so are you going to teach me how to string these? And he said, no, you have to pick shells for 1 solid year. And when I come back, if you have all the shells, then I'm going to teach you how to string them. So a year passes, he and I get together, I show him my shell collection, I've separated out all the colors, I've de-rocked all the shells, and then he shows me one technique for 1/2 hour and said, you learn the rest on your own. I'm in a unique position in that even though these shells are found on almost every major Hawaiian island, the place where the shells are the most lustrous is the private and forbidden island of Ni'ihau. This island is privately owned. It was purchased in the 1880s by the Robinson family for cattle ranching, and it was later kind of discovered and popularized by several of the last Hawaiian queens and members of the monarchy before annexation. I came upon very naturally, after working for about 4 to 5 years on my own and creating lei in the European style, which is what I learned because I had no Hawaiians to teach me. I came across a gentleman whose name is Charlie Baker. He is the foremost collector and most knowledgeable collector of Ni'ihau shell lei in the world. And then I decided to approach him and say, well, we live on the same island. Why don't we get together and talk? So through Charlie, I was introduced to some very incredible people, some truly talented lei makers, and able to be exposed to people who are normally very shy, that wanted to learn some techniques that have been kind of lost in the shuffle of history. And there were things that I wanted to learn from them as well. From the night where I attended the Ni'ihau Ethos exhibit, my life changed. I couldn't have become more of a purist when I was working previously with Kaua'i shells and some Ni'ihau shells. I became enamored with Ni'ihau shells and the promotion of Ni'ihau arts and crafts. Now, coming to Tennessee has allowed me the opportunity to reach out to not only the community here, but the communities that are all along the East Coast, which are for very, very passionate malacological enthusiasts. So these are shell clubs, these are retired lawyers and doctors and people who have an immense passion for collecting shells. So one of the most important things about what we do here at Kaua'i Curators, both in Tennessee and in Hawaii, is to promote the work of the Ni'ihau artisans, because it is an incredible fine art form. It takes a remarkable amount of work, and the people that create it are literally preserving something that would otherwise disappear. So our primary goal is to promote and to educate about Ni'ihau shell lei, and it is our privilege and it is our honor.